News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
On September 6th, Carson City was shocked by automatic gunfire at the South Carson City IHOP restaurant. The incident left 4 victims dead, 7 injured, and a dead gunman at the scene. The sheriff's office is now releasing information pertaining to the weapons possessed by the shooter, Eduardo Cencion, at the time of the shooting. Cencion was found with an apparent fatal self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. Near his body was a pistol and an assault rifle. Inside the vehicle, an additional pistol and semi-automatic assault rifle were located. The weapons were seized by sheriff's deputies and ATF agents at the scene. The assault weapon used in the shooting has been identified as a Norinco MAC-90. The MAC-90 is a Chinese-made modified version of the Russian-made AK-47. It is manufactured as a semi-automatic sport rifle firing 7.62 millimeters or 5.56 millimeters ammunition. In this case, 7.62 millimeter ammunition was used, at approximately 60 rounds were fired. In addition to the weapon, investigators recovered 16 magazines, 1 empty, associated with the weapon at the scene. Each magazine had a 30-round capacity. Investigators have determined that the weapon was sold by a private party in California to an unknown buyer over 5 years ago. The weapon was apparently later altered to function as an automatic weapon. The alteration was described by ATF as professionally gunsmith by an unknown person. The possession of this weapon in its manufactured state, semi-automatic, is not prohibited by Nevada state law. It has been unlawful since 1934 for civilians to own machine guns without special permission from the U.S. Treasury Department. Machine guns are subject to tax every time their ownership changes from one federally registered owner to another, and each weapon is subject to tax when it's made. It must be registered with ATF. The state of Nevada provides no further restrictions than those imposed by federal government that are pertinent to the IHOP incident. Also located in Cencion's vehicle was a Romearm AK-47 semi-automatic rifle and a Glock semi-automatic handgun. All of these weapons were in manufacturer condition. The Carson City Sheriff's Office is now continuing to investigate the source of weapon alterations and the identities of those who owned the weapons previous to Cencion. The Nevada revised statute allows for private sale of weapons, and sellers are permitted, but not required, to perform background checks on the purchaser. Failure of a seller to perform a background check does not give rise to a civil or criminal cause of action. As it pertains to Eduardo Cencion, Nevada state CCW permitting and federal firearms licensing processes prescribed by law are not pertinent to this investigation, as no apparent licensing or permits were ever submitted for. Carson City sheriffs and ATF agents continue to investigate the IHOP shooting. Anyone with information is encouraged to contact the Carson City Sheriff's Office at 775-887-2500. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.